And here we are at the home of golf, the old course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports.
Yeah, and Rich, this is just a wonderful place to play the game. Every player that's ever sort of learned to swing the golf club, this is the one course they wanted to play. The reason why is because every great this game has ever seen has walked across Salkin Bridge.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
He's normally really good with these. Hunter Mahan now with the approach. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Great start.
Just a couple of feet. Count that for a birdie. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course. It's the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, one of the unique characteristics of the old course is that only the 1st, 9th, 17th, and 18th holes have their own greens.
Yeah, there's 7 double greens out there, and double greens, they all add up to the number 18. So if you're on the 5th, it's adjoined by the 13th, or the 6th is the 12th. As well as there's a whopping 112 bunkers, and believe me, they're all in play.
They each have their own name, all 112?
Pretty much so, yeah. There's a few with, there's the Beardies and the Corps and the Principal's Nose. There's some that do stand out, but none of them are very inviting, that's for sure.
And the road hole bunker, that's one of the most famous in the world. Not very big.
No, it's probably the size of a couple of tables. It's not quite as deep as it was. That bank is a little less severe now than it used to be in years gone by, probably so they can save a bit of sand, because it gets a bit of excavation day in, day out.
He wins the hole. Good putt. At the third hole now, Frank, It looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. If he makes it, he wins the hole. And that gives him the hole and rolls it in. Nice putt. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
No fairway here. This one in that rough.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, he's gonna love it. Oh, what a beautiful roll right there. Dead center. Getting set now over the putt. Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But If you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, yeah, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
You wouldn't call that a miss hit, but it wasn't his best. That one just sort of drifted right and a long ways from the flagstick. Now the second shot to the par 5. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Here's Hunter Mahan for eagle. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
Not a problem from there, right in the middle. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth, another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
That's fine.
Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, that's how you keep a round going. Make putts just like that. 10-foot putt left. And he has it for birdie. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th. That was terrible.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Good swing, good shot yet again. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that line.
I didn't think that was doable.
Second shot, good look at the green.
It's no snack though.
Wow, what a birdie. Has this putt for birdie. He's made it. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the Old Course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close, though. Surely not.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look.
And this one starting down the right does not look like it's going to draw back towards the flag.
But it will catch the green. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him. More than a bonus on the scorecard, that.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Drivable par 4. Not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. And that gives him the hole. Continues to putt beautifully. So we're getting set now for the second 9 here at the Old Course at St. Andrews. And Frank, a chance to get off to a good start here with the short par 4 10th.
Yeah, it's a very subtle hole. It just looks straight ahead in front of you, but there is gorse down the left if you stray, especially into a head breeze. But really, it's drivable for most of the players. Just got to worry about those 2 bunkers, the sort of short right of the green. You finish up there, then this hole becomes a little more difficult.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Setting up for an approach shot here. That will be a great look at birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. Count that for a birdie. Down to the par 3 11th, and Frank, what's the key here?
Well, this green is slightly elevated. Huge false front, sort of left and right of that Strath bunker. And, of course, that bunker on the hill, or should I say that bunker on the left is called Hill. That's the famous bunker where Bobby Jones couldn't get out of it many years ago and actually ripped up his scorecard. So a good tee shot here, just find that right level where the flag is.
Good looking shot right here. See if Hunter Mahan can make a birdie.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
He can win the hole on this putt. And that gives him the hole.
A good solid stroke there, no sign of nerves on that.
Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. 17-foot putt here. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the old course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. This is a good-looking shot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Wow, I thought he made that. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. If he makes it, he wins the hole. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
In for par. Well done. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your third shot to 14.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. And setting up here in the rough. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down.
Second shot.
Has to be pleased with that. An approach shot within 12 feet. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Go ahead and do that for birdie. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. That brings in those little bunkers called robs, and they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Hunter Mahan, second shot. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Continuing his fine play. Another beautiful approach shot. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. There's a birdie try now for Hunter Mahan. Good putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the principal's nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Mahan has this to win the hole. Hunter Mahan takes the hole. Great shot to get the birdie. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par 4s in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker. You remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the road hole.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. From a good lie of 155 yards. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
He wins the hole. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, when you stick your tee into the hallowed grounds here on the 18th at the old course at St. Andrews, Frank, you know you're playing a piece of history.
And a chance, too, to finish it off in style, because this par 4 is reachable. A lot of people will aim at the clock tower, which is on the R&A building in the distance. That's a little left of this green. If you feel a little brave and you want to make a hero of yourself, just aim a little further right, exactly where the green is. Avoid the valley of sin, and you might just have a wee dram at the end of the day.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Chance to get it close here.
Should be safely on deck.
Birdie chance now for Hunter Mahan. Has it. That's birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, it really was vintage St. Andrews today in so many ways. Just a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, the old course has so many great memories. Obviously, when it crowns the 2015 Open champion, it will add another great name to its already impressive roster. But for anybody to play this great golf course, it's a chance to be linked with the past and the future of the game.